In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how you can earn at least $100 a day using nothing but free tools and AI. We're gonna walk through together step by step how to create a winning Etsy product description and title using Stable Diffusion and ChatGPT. And if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you how to set your marketing on autopilot so that you can set it and forget it. More and more people will do this in this space, will get more competitive, so the time to take action is right now. Hey, my name is Christian, but you can call me Lil. So to make this easier for you, I've broken this video into 3 separate sections. Feel free to skip around. In the first section, I'm gonna walk you through how to tell exactly how much an Etsy store is selling or how much a product is selling. For each one of those stores, I'm also going to show you an AI-generated image that more or less mimics their top-selling product. Pretty sure it's a beer clock somewhere. Oh my gosh. So the first thing that I want to take a look at is actually how much other Etsy stores are making kind of in this space, in a space that we can easily replicate. To do that, I'm going to use a plugin called Allura. It is free up to 10 searches per month. But essentially what we can see here from Allura is that this store in particular is selling a lot. It's selling a lot more than $3,000 a month, a lot more than $100 a day. This product alone is nearly 6,000 pounds per month, which is $8,000, something like that. And if you click on it, you open this up, you can see that ultimately it's not that complicated. It's just 3 photos, 3 print photos. Artistic national parks here, like a poster of the national park. Really easy to recreate. Here's what I managed to come up with this kind of style. There's some that are more like the ones in the product than others. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it's gonna get you pretty close. This is probably the closest stylistically to what they have over here. It's a little more detailed than the mountain. When you're creating your own Etsy store, in my opinion, it's important to kind of create your own style, create your own thing. And so this is what I decided on. I think I like this style a little bit more. Those are 2 national parks. We have Yosemite and we have Yellowstone. I also have like Zion Arches, Glacier, Grand Teton National. Next, we're gonna take a look at another example here, a whole bunch of things that are selling for, that are generating nearly 2,000 pounds a month in revenue. I'm in the UK, that's why it's in pounds. 1,848 pounds is something like $2,300, 2,300. So you have like $2,300, $2,300, and then $2,400 maybe. Across here, we're probably looking at like, what is that, like 16, 17 grand a month. These people are generating like $500 a day. And it's really not that complicated. This is what they're selling. Artistic photos, artistic prints, various places. Positano, which if you've ever been to Positano, I have, it's fucking amazing. And you can create art around all of these amazing places. Just now with this one here, you can see again, I didn't do anything perfectly. That wasn't my objective here. Some of these are gonna be more like this style than others. I kind of liked this one. That was kind of the direction that I was originally going. But ultimately I didn't decide to go with any of these here because I wanted to stay consistent with my national park style. I ended up going with this one. I really love the big bright colors and just kind of the serenity of the scene with the sunrise and the sunset. You can make $100 a day selling just digitals. You don't have to print anything. This is what I got for this one. It's my attempt to copy this photo right here. I really wanted to show you this one right here because these are also photos. If you open this link right here, you'll see that it is fine art photography. But you'll notice that you can pretty much set your price to whatever you want. And look at this first review here. The print is of a beautiful quality and totally worth the price. I'm so happy with my purchase and will definitely be ordering more. So let's see if we can't regenerate something that looks just as good as this with AI. This is the original image right here. And this is what we ended up coming up with. You can see that, you know, obviously not exactly the same, but stylistically quite similar. It's still a long exposure with a beautiful fire sunset, and it's just like an amazing photo. And again, I'm not going to sell this one, but anybody who's taking the prompts in my prompt journal in the description below could make this and make a whole series of them and sell them on Etsy for $10,000 or more. Okay, so here's where things get really interesting. We are going to generate some winning Etsy products right here and now. One thing you need to know about me is that I have an outsource agency with a few dozen trained and vetted outsourced staff, writers, we have SEO optimizers, we have graphic artists, we have web developers, we have video editors, and they can do pretty much anything that can be done from a laptop. And one of the things that we provide to our clients is these AI images. We have a few dozen custom AI models that help us produce images like this and this And this, I have put a couple of my favorite custom AI models in the description below. You just have to download them and use them with one of the apps that I'm about to talk about. Now, all of the photos that you've seen so far were made using stock Stable Diffusion. If you use one of the custom Stable Diffusion models in the description, you should be able to get really good results more consistently. So if you want to make these photos, if you want to design winning Etsy products, the first thing that you're going to need is a program that can run Stable Diffusion. If you're on Mac like I am, you can use Diffusion B. If you're on a Windows PC, you can use Automatic 1111 or Stable Diffusion Web UI. And both Mac and PC users can use this one, Invoke AI. This one is probably the most complex between the three, but it does work on both Mac and PC. It's also my favorite. So if you're a little bit more technically inclined, maybe give this one a try. Last but not least, if you can't figure out how to load this onto your own computer, you can go up here to this website, StableDiffusionWeb.com, where you can run it pretty much unlimited times for free. The only caveat with this one is it runs a different version of Stable Diffusion. There aren't as many options to choose from, and you can't load in any custom models like the ones in the description below. That's not to say you can't get good results, you absolutely can. This video is not meant to serve as like a Stable Diffusion tutorial. I'm not going to tell you how to craft the perfect prompt. I have included a very long list of really cool prompts in the prompt journal below. I'm just gonna give you some basics here if you don't already know how it works. You take an application like Diffusion B, you insert your prompt. You can see here that I've selected my Little Assistant's custom model. You can set the dimensions here, and then you hit generate, and it just generates a whole bunch of images. And then basically you just pick your favorite one. So this right here is my next Etsy product that I've been working on. We're gonna load it directly into Canva. And there you have it. We have Chichen Itza. Essentially what we have now is a full Etsy product, and all we have left to do is to put it up for sale. Like I showed before with this image right here, you can sell it completely digitally. This by itself could be your product, but I personally like to sell the physical print just because of the higher dollar amount. Now, in order to sell a physical product, but without having to actually handle the inventory, we're gonna use something called print on demand service. I personally use Printify, and they print your designs on demand. So as soon as somebody buys it, they print it out and they ship it to your customer. You don't have to handle anything. So what I'm gonna do, if you don't already have a Printify account, go ahead and create one. If you don't already have an Etsy account, go ahead and create one, and you can add a new store here and connect the two together. Now, as you can see here, I already have this poster up here. That's because I accidentally did this without filming it because I'm an idiot. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it again for you guys on camera here. If I didn't have any products, I might go over to the catalog and search for a canvas or a poster that I liked. In this case though, I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate an existing product so that they're consistent. We're gonna edit that design. Here I'm gonna trash this JPEG. I'm gonna upload from my device. I've chosen these sizes because they give me the best aspect ratio, the correct aspect ratio that I like. You can do this however you want to do it. We're gonna go ahead and save product. Basically what we have now is a full Etsy product. It's almost ready for sale. Or just have to add a title and a description. And that's where things get really fun because we're going to use the latest and greatest ChatGPT. Whew, surprise, surprise, ChatGPT is at capacity, so we cannot use it. And this is probably going to be a pretty common problem among people trying to use it for this purpose. However, I do have a great solution. A lot of people have heard of ChatGPT. Many fewer people have heard of their parent company called OpenAI. OpenAI is a company founded by Elon Musk and Sam Altman, and they actually have a whole bunch of AI models. ChatGPT is just one of them. The latest one before ChatGPT, DaVinci 3, is actually probably just as good for this purpose. So you're gonna go over to openai.com. You're gonna sign up for an account if you don't already have one. For when you first sign up, they give you $18 worth of credits. You sign up for an account, you're gonna go over to Playground. And this right here, you got to make sure that text DaVinci 03, that's the latest and greatest one, the one that's the most similar to ChatGPT. So you can write whatever you want here, but I've had a lot of success using prompts like write a winning Etsy product for a Chichen Itza travel post and include the best Etsy keywords. That way we hopefully get something good. And that's pretty much what it came up with. Vibrant Chichen Itza Mexico travel poster, art poster print, Mayan ruins, wall decor, tourist souvenir gift idea. So it's hitting all these keywords: tourist souvenir, gift idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste that over in. And now next, the description. We're gonna do pretty much the same thing. We'll delete this and we'll go write a winning Etsy product description for Chichen Itza travel poster. I got that wrong. And include the best Etsy keywords. This vibrant poster of Chichen Itza is a must-have for any traveler, featuring a stunning aerial photo. It's not really an aerial, it's not really a photo. A stunning depiction of the iconic Mayan ruins. As I'm going to take this and I paste it into this right here. And I'm gonna leave this part of the description because that's actually from Printify, just about the product itself. Like it has 175 GSM paper, etc., etc. So I'll just keep that there. This is probably the most important thing here. I have it automatically set to have a profit margin of 71%. The smallest print costs me $8.30. It sells for $28.62. I make a little over $20 in profit. You can set this number to whatever you want. And then we just hit publish. As soon as that's ready, it is right here in our listings. I think that pretty much any experienced Etsy seller will tell you the same thing, and that is that creating a winning product, getting the winning title, description, keywords, and tags is just half the battle. Especially going into 2023, marketing is just way too important to be ignored. One of the biggest things that most people struggle with is consistency, especially with social media. And so that's why if you've ever used apps like Hootsuite or Buffer, they're incredibly powerful tools that allow you to schedule your social media in advance, but they're incredibly expensive. Hootsuite doesn't offer anything for less than like $100 a month. In the rest of this video, I'm going to be showing you how to automate all of your social media creation with AI and schedule it months in advance, all for free. As I explained before, this kind of takes the place of a social media automator like Hootsuite. Right here, this costs 89 pounds a month for 10 social accounts. We're going to replace Hootsuite with something called Make, coupled with a spreadsheet. So first, we're going to start with a spreadsheet. You can call it whatever you want. Mine is kind of bullet design social media. You're going to create these columns: date, caption, photo ID, done. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do one more here. We're going to go photo URL. Now, all of the images that you're going to post on your social media, just upload them to the same Google Drive folder in whatever Google Drive account you use. What you're going to do next is you're going to select all of these on a Mac. That's Command A, select all, and then Command C to copy them. Now you're going to go back over to your spreadsheet, and under photo URL, you're going to paste special and values only. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you the URLs of all of these things. Now I'm going to go ahead, this is what I do. You don't have to do it exactly like this if you don't want to. But I'm going to go over and I'm going to paste all of these over into the photo ID as well. And from here, this is the photo ID right here. You want to delete that, replace all. And then you want to also delete that, because all you want to have left in this column is the photo ID. Now I'm going to go over to our ChatGPT alternative, because ChatGPT is still down. Okay, so you can write whatever you want here, but I would try to keep it like as universal as possible so that I don't have to fill this out a bunch of different times. You can if you want, but for me, a tweet is the shortest thing, so everything's just going to get the same text as a tweet. And then clever about a Paris digital painting, include at least 5, maybe I should put relevant hashtags, something like that. And so what it's going to do is it should limit your characters to the size of a tweet. And then the next one is Acadia National Park. Boom, copy and paste. Basically what we have here is we have tweets, captions, whatever you want to call them, of each one of our photos written entirely by AI. We have our photo IDs in one column, and then we have another column called done, and then the last one is photo URL. You need to make sure that you have a Facebook page here. You need to make sure that you have an Instagram account, and you need to make sure that your Instagram account is a business account. You can check by going over here. Right here, it should say switch to personal account if it's a business account, or switch to professional account if it's not, something like that. And then if you're on Twitter, you need to make sure obviously that you have a Twitter account as well. This is my Twitter account. If you have not already done it, you need to connect your Facebook page to your Instagram. So you're going to be here in your professional dashboard. You're going to go to linked accounts, and if it's not linked here, there will be a button that says like link Instagram account. And as long as you're logged into this Instagram account and it's a business account, you'll be able to link them together. You'll have to do that no matter what, whether you use Hootsuite or you use Buffer or you use my method. No matter what, this is how complicated this actually is. Then next, you're going to create a new automation here. For me, I've already set it up obviously, but I'll just walk you through how I did it. So first, you're going to connect to your Google account here. Make sure it's the same one that your spreadsheet is on here. Then you're going to select from Drive, Spreadsheet. You're going to select the one that you had, which is Kanabula, Design Social Media. It's probably going to be the first sheet, called Sheet 1. Okay, so basically we're just going to look and make sure that the date exists. Now, if you want to do multiple daily posts, like I'm just doing one post a day, but if you want to do multiple daily posts, you might need a date and a time. If you're just doing one daily post like I am right now, you don't really need either, but that's just how I do it. We use an AND rule. We're going to say, and done does not equal 1. And this is very important so that you don't repost the same photos and the same caption over and over and over again. In order to add a module, by the way, you just click like if I'm Like if this is the beginning here, I'm gonna hit enter, they're gonna add a new one. You can click in here, Google Drive. The reason that these all show up is because I've already used them. We're gonna insert a Google Drive, add a file. It looks like this. We're gonna go download a file. That's the one we're looking for. When you open up Google Drive, you're gonna be able to create your connection to your Google Drive account. Make sure that it's the same one that you uploaded all of these photos to. And then you're gonna enter a file ID, and that is gonna be this, column C on our list. So you're gonna insert that. You can select it from the options up here. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna create a Facebook. We're gonna click on the Facebook pages. If these things don't show up for you, just use the search function to search for Facebook and then Facebook pages like that. And then you're going to create a post with a photo. You can add your Facebook connection right here. This will just walk you through the steps to add Facebook. Obviously, I've already connected it, so I don't need to. You're gonna select your page that you're controlling right here. You're gonna add item. It's gonna be the Google Drive, download a file. That should already be selected. Now, you can include a caption or not. It doesn't really matter. You're gonna be posting the actual message. Your caption is gonna go in here in the message. So I'm gonna click on that right there. That's the spreadsheet column 3B. You can see 3B, it's called caption. Should be pretty obvious. Go there. You can even in here, you can say, see link to our Etsy store in the comments. Create a comment. Now, here's the truth. Your post is gonna do a lot better on average if you put the link in the comments rather than in the actual post. So that's what we're doing here. We create a photo post with caption, and then we're going to comment the link right here. So the page, again, is gonna be Cannibal the Designs. So the post ID, this is gonna tell us what the post is. You're gonna actually get that from just the previous Facebook post on Integromat or on Make. You can just use this right here. The message is gonna be the same for pretty much everything right there. No attachment, that's it. We're just leaving a comment, that's it. We're gonna go insert, we'll go Instagram for business. Now we're going to create a photo post. Right here, we're gonna go Cannibal the Designs, photo URL. So the photo URL is a little bit tricky because you can't actually just use like the file ID, and you can't use anything from Google Drive immediately. What I figured out though is that you can use this formatting right here. We're gonna go ahead and paste that in there. So you have lh3.googleusercontent.com/d/the photo ID equals W1000. That right there will work for Instagram. We've got the caption. We're gonna go down and we're gonna select the caption from our Google spreadsheet. And then you wanna hit show advanced settings because that's what allows you to insert an image. And we're gonna add the Google Drive file right here for add an image. And the status is just going to be the caption. Okay, so this last one is actually pretty important here. We're gonna add a new Google Sheets onto the end of this. A lot of this information is gonna get directly from this one over here. We've got the spreadsheet ID, which comes, so we know that we're updating the correct spreadsheet. The sheet name also comes from here, and then the cell number. So done is row D, and we want to add in the row number, which we can get from right here. So we have D, row number. That should work, and we're setting the value equal to 1. So the reason that we're doing that is because if you remember going back over here, as long as we said the maximum number of rows returned is only 1, you should always select the next one where done is not equal to 1. And if this sets done equal to 1, that means it will always go to the next one. It'll never, you don't want it reposting the same post over and over again. And what I expect to happen here is these are already posted, they're already marked as done. So I expect it to be posting this one on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Boom, so there we have that right there. Let's check the spreadsheet and look at that. So that's right there. And now the next time that it posts, it will do the same thing here. Let's just make sure everything's right. And look at that, we've already got these 3 posts I just posted like within the last 5 minutes. 3 hearts, 2 hearts, 2. It's already getting likes with those hashtags there. Probably just random spam or whatever, but double check our social media here. You can see that, check out more, Cannibal the Design. So the comments are coming through as expected. So now we're almost done here, but basically what we want to do is we want this to happen once a day. Okay, so what you might want to do is add a sleep function here. I'm gonna go ahead and paste this. What this code right here is it's gonna sleep or wait for anywhere between 1 and 300 seconds. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna give something of a random time that's like around 3 o'clock to post all of these things, so it's not all at exactly the same time. Now, I don't know if that's really useful or not, but it might look a little bit less spammy if it's not all at exactly the same time. And so I'm gonna schedule this to happen at 2:55, so this means that this will all happen, this entire scenario will happen at some totally random time between 2:55 and 3:05 every single day. So we're gonna go ahead and hit OK. We're gonna connect these things together. That's pretty much all there is to it. I'll probably create separate captions for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter because Twitter is a lot shorter. I used Twitter for everything just so I only had to do it once, but the tweets are a lot shorter than Instagram captions. Other than that, this is all there is to it. If you guys are interested or having any difficulties, like I said earlier in the video, I have an outsource agency where you can hire people who can do pretty much anything that can be done from a laptop for as little as $8 an hour. We can handle these AI images, we can manage your Etsy store, we can create SEO blog articles, pretty much anything that you need done to get your business off the ground.